guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and today I'm going to be doing some touch-ups and a small script tattoo. I just got to the studio and I'm just cleaning up with some matticide, wrapping up everything with saran wrap and beginning to set up my station. My client got here and I started prepping her skin. This was the before. And I'm really glad that she contacted me and wanted to do this touch up because a lot of the shading did fade. So it was nice to refreshen this shading and redo some of the line work. It was a little bit of a tricky area doing this type of detailed image on the side of the wrist because the wrist is such a curved spot, so the line work did need some love, and I'm super glad that we had a second pass on this. And me and her were just chilling the whole time. I've done a couple of her tattoos before and it's always been a blast doing these pieces. I went really light on the shading because there is a lot of information going on in a small area. So if it got too dark, it would just end up looking like a blur, and I just really did not want that for this tattoo. I went ahead and darkened up all the little corners, all the little edges. I wanted the flag to be like a medium tone, and the line work and the inside of the cup and the sides of the cup being a little bit of a darker tone. This tattoo design is so freaking cute. It is so itty bitty, and the small little heart on the tea bag label was a really fun little detail. Obviously, this tattoo is really meaningful for my client, so I will do anything to make sure that the tattoo is perfect. Obviously, I'm human, I'm not perfect, and she is human, so the tattoos heal differently on everybody. And I always do complimentary touch ups. So she hit me up, said, "Hey, can we make the flag a little darker inside?" And I had her come in the same week. Hopping right into my next tattoo, we were doing some song lyrics on her forearm. I started off by prepping the area by cleaning with some alcohol, then shaving, cleaning with some green soap, and now I'm just marking the center point line with a Sharpie and hitting it with some dental and placing the stencil on top of that. My grid lines make it really easy to make sure everything looks straight. I had her check it out in the mirror and she really liked the size and the placement of that, so I went ahead and started to set up for my tattoo. For this tattoo, I used a 0603 round liner by Metal Fingers, and I'm using my Bishop wand packer. I was probably at like a 7 for voltage, maybe even a 6.5, because I really wanted to run the machine super slow. It is super easy to blow out the skin using such a fine needle like this. The less resistance that you have on a needle, the easier it is to blow out. Lower voltage is also very forgiving in case if you have to pass over some lines. After that client, I went ahead and cleaned everything and reset up my station. I set up the same way pretty much for every single tattoo. The only thing that changes is the size needles. So once my client got there, I checked out the tattoo. It was a script tattoo on the side of the hand. I told him it may need a touch up in the future just because of the placement, and it really needed a touch up. And I told him again, like, if you need a touch up in the future, just let me know. But hand tattoos are definitely one of the trickier ones. I always feel like they're either too deep or too light. You got to try to find that right in the middle sweet spot. Once it's too deep, it's blown out and it's messed up. But if it's too light, you could fix it with a touch up. So I'd rather go too light. Let me know how everything heals up, and let me. Yeah, you're totally good. But the second reference photo that you showed me, that would be more close to like the 500-ish. After talking about some future projects, we wrapped up his hand tattoo and I sent him on his way. I took my time cleaning my bishop machine and then I bounced out of the shop. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you next Thursday.